Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Ermelinda. My name is Detective Garcia.
Hello.
From the Romero Police Department. This is Detective Wagner.
Hello.
I know you know what's going on and why you were here. Okay? I know you were talking on the phone with your husband right now.
Husband
Okay.
or boyfriend?
It's just a boyfriend.
Okay. Does he live here with you? How long have you guys been together?
2015.
Okay. We're investigating a murder. Okay?
Who murdered someone?
So, we have in our possession some phones, okay? And in those phones, we're doing what it's called a phone dump. So what happens is if anybody's talking on a text app that you can download, for example, Text Now, we can retrieve those messages.
Okay.
We have retrieved those messages, all right? We've read them. They're pretty clear that somebody's pretty upset at the victim, okay? Is there any way that these text messages are going to come back to you? Or your name or your phone or anything associated with that? Okay.
So we'd like to speak with you without him present. Are you okay with that?
Sure, do you want me to walk away?
Wherever you're comfortable.
Wherever you're comfortable, right?
Well, the dogs are all around, so...
Oh yeah, but we're out front or in the house in the backyard, right? I'm not saying go out. I'm not saying go in the house, but we can talk with you out over here. If you're okay with that, we can go over by my car if you'd like.
I need my
Down the street? If he comes out, he's probably going to tell you to go back inside. Are you going to do that, or what do you want to do?
Well, you guys obviously have me. You can't really say much, right?
Well, it's what we want to talk to you alone, separate from him. That's what we're
I
trying
want to
to
make sure
do.
that you're safe.
Okay, can we go by the park?
Sure.
Yeah. Down that way? Okay. Do you want to... What I'm going to do is I'm just going to document mileage and stuff. Okay? Even though everything's... We got body cams on. Just tell me where we're going. You want to text?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm crying.
It's all right.
It's not all right.
I'm saying it's okay if you cry.
Our side just keeps moving.
It's fine.
You want to touch it?
Okay, that's
Locked?
Yes.
So this is. Do you want to go to the Streamwood Police Department? Isn't that down the street or no? Would you rather just?
Just right here by the park. Can you do a U-turn park in front of the park?
Okay. Oh, Sunnydale.
Mm-hmm.
Over on the side here.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sunnydale and Surrey Drive. Sunnydale Park.
okay.
Okay.
Ermelinda,
Yeah.
how long have you known Huey?
Since probably 2015.
Okay. Why are you scared of him?
Oh, I'm not scared. Well,
Okay. Why are you scared right now?
because when I called him, because I was scared, I didn't know where he was.
Okay.
He said, someone's following me.
Okay.
So I called, and I called. And then I heard him say, why are you following me? Do you want to search the car? And then someone said to him, there are messages from you, and it's because her husband found out you were having an affair. And I didn't know that
You didn't know what?
he was having an affair.
Okay.
When did you find that out? Right now?
Right now.
Okay. When's the last time that he had an affair? Because I know this is not the first time.
No, it's not.
Okay. When's the last time you knew he had an affair?
When we first started dating.
2015?
2015 to maybe 17. You know what? His son was born, and he said, I'm not having any more affairs. I'm not cheating on you.
Okay.
Stupidly.
Okay.
Do I know if he stopped? No, I don't know.
Okay, so the last time you
Well, hold
knew?
on.
Okay.
So then I had a party at my house. And I fell asleep, and apparently he said someone kissed him, and that was so I don't know, maybe it was 2019.
Okay.
And he said, no, she kissed me, and that was it. Come on.
Red Chevy Equinox. Slide with the next. Jumper.
Hey, I got a TV knocked over and a coffee table knocked over. Romeo 367. Can we get another unit to Camden, please? Everything's 10-4. Hey.
10-4, 379 Romeo.
Get on the phone with the 17 and call and figure out more information on this call.
10-4. 28 came back out of,
No, we're gonna go on that side because there's a gate over there.
He's going to the car to get the number.
Alright. You see the TV in the, Hey, hold on, wait. You look in this window? Nothing?
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, that's why we're shipping our clothes. Here, wait. Keep shining, because I can kind of see a little bit better now.
Okay.
No, just, oh, wait.
Lights are all off. 3 cars.
No, there's, nothing in this room.
Compton, the lights are off. It's 9 o'clock on a Sunday.
And, no, there's lights on in the back room. You can see it through that second.
Go in the backyard real quick.
they're all on myself and 67 are going towards the back there, just a heads up. 10-4.
Keep an eye on that garage, yeah.
This one is M20.
Want to try that door real quick, Ron? Let's go. See if you can just peek in the back. There's a window, right? Yeah. Here, I'll cover this window. This window's open. No, it's not.
Oh god. Dogs are dead. 2 dead dogs.
I need more units here. Hold this.
350
I got 2 dead dogs, TV's knocked over, and a coffee table knocked over in the front room. Hey, open the trunk. Units from 367, I'm waiting for at least one more to make entry.
You gotta do it to the front of the back wall.
We'll do back. 50 of a ram. We're gonna make entry through the back door. No, but I got 2 dead dogs, TV's knocked over, and a cocktail was flipped over in the front room.
That light was on when we came up right there.
Yeah.
Alright, just making sure. You could see the light in that other room back there.
No, I hear you.
No,
You want the shield? Or you want? You know what? I kind of want to grab my rifle.
grab your rifle. You go grab the rifle. You want me to shield?
Yeah, I'm gonna be your lethal cover, Ron. Below. Stand by. Hey, Drake, I need the keys.
Can you have fire stage? Tampa.
350. Any luck on that ram?
I'm sorry, I didn't check. I'll be there in 1.
No worries. I'm gonna force entry to the back. I got enough units here. We're gonna get going.
You two going in back?
You with me.
We're coming up 23.
You guys hold the front, okay? From a position of cover, please. I don't know if anybody's in there or not.
You got another door right here.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I want one of you guys holding this one. One of you guys holding the front.
There were no other side doors, right?
No, not that I know of.
Here we go.
Hey, Ron.
Yep.
Here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna boot it. We're gonna go nice and slow, all right?
You guys sitting right on me?
Drake, you stay behind me.
Right when we get here, there's going to be 1 dead dog. You gotta get over.
Hey, no, you're behind me,
To
okay?
the left, there's a 2nd dead dog.
You stay in the back of the stack. You watch our 6 as we move through the house, okay? Corey, come up here, cover this door, this window. This lights is dead.
Christian, here.
Here, why don't you
No, I got one.
check the door.
Here,
Door first.
cover the window. What do you see, Corey? Boom, move up, move up.
399, I'm 23.
I got nothing. Move it up.
How many dead dogs you got?
We got 1 dead dog right here. We got a 2nd dead dog over to the left.
All right, watch out. Watch out.
Hey, why don't you check the door handle first?
A home is supposed to be a refuge, a place where the world stays outside, where love is certain, where children sleep soundly, untouched by fear. A house filled with laughter, family dinners, and quiet Sunday mornings. A house that, no matter what, always welcomes you back. But not this one. On the night of September 16th, 2023, inside a single-story home in Romeauville, Illinois, something happened that no one was prepared for. 4 lives ended, 2 adults, 2 children, 3 family dogs, a crime so devastating, so deliberate, that even the most seasoned investigators struggled to make sense of it. There was no forced entry, no warning signs, no time to escape. The kind of crime that doesn't leave room for second chances. Neighbors slept peacefully in their own homes, unaware that just across the street, a family was taking their last breaths. Unaware that the very walls that had once sheltered them had become something else entirely, a silent witness to an unthinkable act. By morning, the house stood eerily quiet, the driveway empty, the front door locked. Everything appeared as it had the night before, except the people inside would never wake up again. And the question remains, why? A calculated act or something even more disturbing? A tragedy set in motion long before that night, or the result of something no one saw coming? This isn't just a story about what happened. This is about what was lost, the lives behind the headlines, the decisions that led to that moment, the details that paint the full picture, and the truth that refuses to be buried. What really happened inside the Roland Bartholomé home, and who was responsible? Stay with me. If you believe stories like this deserve to be told, the real stories, the ones that don't just make headlines and disappear, then take a moment, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, because the details of this case, they matter. The facts, the evidence, the voices that may never be heard again, they deserve to be remembered. And you deserve the truth. So, settle in. Because we're just getting started. Before that tragic September night, before the world knew their names in the worst way possible, Alberto Rolón and Zoraida Bartolomé were just two people living an ordinary life, a family with dreams, routines, and a future they believed in. But how does an ordinary life turn into something unimaginable? Alberto Rolón was a quiet but devoted man. He carried himself with a sense of responsibility, always putting his family first. His work, like most things in his life, was structured, predictable, and reliable. If you knew Alberto, you knew a man of few words, but every one of them mattered. Zoraida Bartolomé, on the other hand, was the heart of the family. She had a warmth about her, radiant, filled with an energy that pulled people in. A mother first, a partner always, and a woman who held everything together. She balanced work and home with a determination that could only come from love. Together, they built a life, a home in Romeauville, Illinois. 2 children, dreams, a future they were still shaping. They had no idea it would all be cut short. Romeauville, Illinois, a small town just southwest of Chicago, the kind of place where neighbors wave to one another, where the streets are lined with trimmed lawns and the air carries the scent of weekend barbecues. Safe, quiet, ordinary. The Roland Bartolomé family lived in a typical suburban home, nestled in a neighborhood where life was supposed to be simple, where nights were still, where doors were locked more out of habit than fear. But in September 2023, the silence of this town would be shattered. Because what happened inside that house should never have happened at all. How does a family that had everything lose it all in a single night? It was the morning of September 17th, 2023, a Sunday. Just another weekend in Romeauville, or so it seemed. But inside the home of Alberto Rolón and Zoraida Bartolomé, nothing was as it should be. A wellness check. That's all it was supposed to be. A routine concern. However, when authorities arrived at the residence, something was off. No movement, no sound. The air felt wrong. What they found inside was something no one was prepared for. Alberto, Zoraida, their 2 children, 3 dogs, all gone. No signs of forced entry, no immediate answers, just questions. Romeauville wasn't prepared for this. The kind of crime you see on the news, in faraway cities, in places where danger is expected. Suddenly, it was here, in their backyard. Officials were quick to assure the public this wasn't random. But if it wasn't random, then what was it? The Romeauville Police Department wasted no time. In cases like these, the first 48 hours are crucial. Every detail matters. Every second counts. Investigators scoured the scene. No forced entry, no signs of robbery. The house eerily untouched, except for the lives lost within it. Forensics examined the bodies, determining the time of death. Bullet wounds, close range, deliberate, Whoever did this wanted them gone, completely. Detectives began retracing the family's final movements. Who were they last seen with? Any unusual activity? Any enemies? Then a name surfaced. Nathaniel Huey Jr., a name that would soon become central to the case. Huey wasn't a stranger. He was connected to Zoraida Bartolome. Their relationship complicated. There were whispers, messages, things hidden just beneath the surface. Investigators dug deeper. Who was Nathaniel Huey Jr.? What role did he play in their lives? And more importantly, could he be responsible? Was this a crime of passion or something far more calculated? We're only scratching the surface of this complex investigation. Stay with us as we uncover the deeper connections, hidden motives, and shocking twists in this case. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss what's coming next. Before the murders, before the police sirens, before the tragic discovery, there was a deception, a scheme carefully orchestrated in the shadows. A woman scorned, a man manipulated, a dangerous lie that would end in bloodshed. Ermelinda Palomo, a name barely whispered in the early reports, but her role, it was central. She wasn't just a bystander in the life of Nathaniel Huey Jr., she was his partner, his fiancée, and she was about to change everything. Palomo had discovered the affair. Zoraida Bartolome and Huey weren't just acquaintances. There was something deeper, something Ermelinda could feel slipping away. But instead of confronting Huey outright, she chose another path, a psychological game, a slow manipulation, a lie so elaborate that even Huey himself would believe it. Palomo created an illusion. She fabricated an entire network of threats, painting a story where Zoraida wasn't just a woman having an affair. Number She was something far more dangerous, a mole planted by a cartel, a traitor. And Huey? He was the target. The messages were relentless. Warnings, claims that Zoraida was feeding information to dangerous people, that Huey's life was at risk. And just like that, Huey believed it. September 16th, 2023. The night before the discovery, everything had been set in motion. According to later findings, Palomo wasn't just behind the manipulation. She was an active part of the execution. She fed Huey every step, every instruction. If this was going to work, it had to look real. It had to look like a burglary. Go in. No hesitation. Take what you need. Make it messy. But make sure they never speak again. It wasn't just about pulling the trigger. It was about the details. Staged entry points, disturbed furniture, a rushed getaway. A crime that on the surface could be mistaken for something random. But underneath, it was anything but random. By the time the sun rose on September 17th, the crime had been committed. And in the hours that followed, as news of the killings spread, Palomo and Huey, they vanished. This is where things take a turn. With a crime so calculated, so staged, you'd think they had a way out. But did they? The next chapter uncovers their desperate escape, and the shocking way it all came to an end. Stay with us. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and share your theories in the comments, because deception always comes with consequences. By the time authorities discovered the brutal crime scene in Romoville, Nathaniel Huey Jr. and Ermelinda Palomo were already gone. But where do you go after committing a crime that sends shockwaves through an entire community? Where do you hide when the entire country is watching? Surveillance footage would later confirm that Huey and Palomo had fled Illinois almost immediately. The route was methodical, quick exits, back roads, avoiding tollways. It wasn't panic, it was planned. Days later, their vehicle was flagged in Oklahoma. September 20th, 2023, 3 days after the Romeoville murders, the chase reached its climax on an Oklahoma highway. Officers attempted a traffic stop, but Huey? He wasn't stopping. The SUV swerved off the road, into a ditch, a crash so violent, it ended everything. By the time officers reached the vehicle, Huey was dead. A gunshot wound, self-inflicted. And Ermelinda Palomo? She was critically injured, unresponsive, rushed to the hospital, but it was too late. The manhunt was over, the suspects were gone, but questions remained. What do you think truly happened in those final moments? Was it fear, regret, or had Huey always intended for this to be the ending? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, because in the world of crime, every detail matters. A crime like this doesn't just end with the closing of a case file, it leaves scars. Scars on a family, a neighborhood, an entire town. In Romeoville, a quiet suburban town where families built their dreams, the murders of Alberto, Zoraida, their children, and even their pets sent shockwaves that no one could have anticipated. The tragedy sparked immediate responses from local leaders. The mayor addressed the public, urging for unity in the face of fear. Neighbors, some of whom had known the family for years, spoke through choked-back tears. They were good people. They didn't deserve this. I just don't understand. Who could do something so evil? But as grief settled in, so did the unease. If something like this could happen here, was anywhere truly safe? And then came the controversies. Some criticized how quickly police pointed to Huey and Palomo as suspects, arguing there had to be more. Others questioned why warning signs like past domestic issues weren't caught earlier. The public wants closure, but in cases like this, real justice is layered. We may never know everything tragedies like these leave behind more than just grief. They leave questions, doubts, a need for answers that may never come. But what do you think? Did the media do justice to this case, or was something left unsaid? Comment below and let us know your thoughts. And if you want more deep dive investigations, don't forget to subscribe. From the moment authorities stepped onto the crime scene, they knew this was no ordinary case. The meticulous nature of the killings, the lack of immediate suspects, it required an airtight investigation. Law enforcement utilized a combination of forensic analysis, digital tracking, and psychological profiling to piece together the puzzle. The first step, examining the crime scene. We had to reconstruct the sequence of events. Ballistic evidence, footprints, even the smallest fiber could tell us something. But while the physical evidence told part of the story, it was technology that revealed the hidden connections. Phone records, social media activity, and digital breadcrumbs led detectives to an unsettling truth. This wasn't a random act. Understanding motive in these cases is crucial. Was it coercion? Was it delusion? And most importantly, who was truly in control? Beyond the forensic science and legal battles, this case opened a broader conversation. How do we define justice? How do we handle the moral weight of crimes orchestrated through deception? One ethical dilemma centered around the role of social media. Could this tragedy have been prevented if red flags had been noticed sooner? Did digital platforms indirectly fuel the crime? We're seeing more cases where online manipulation plays a dangerous role. Fake identities, gaslighting, calculated psychological warfare. It's becoming a new frontier in criminal investigations. Then there was the question of responsibility. Did authorities act fast enough? Could early intervention have saved lives? Ethical scrutiny extended not just to law enforcement, but to society itself. Some argue that if warning signs had been taken seriously, tragedy could have been avoided. Others say these cases are impossible to predict. The justice system is designed to provide closure, but does it truly bring peace? In cases as complex as this, the legal outcome rarely erases the scars left behind. Justice isn't always black and white. What do you think? Did law enforcement handle this case effectively? Were ethical lines crossed in the pursuit of truth? Share your thoughts in the comments. And for more in-depth true crime investigations, make sure to subscribe. Tragedies like this one don't happen in an instant. They are built over time, through warning signs that often go unnoticed, until it's too late. Understanding the psychological patterns behind manipulation is key to prevention. Here are some crucial warning signs that should never be ignored. Extreme possessiveness. When a partner or friend constantly checks in, controls who you interact with, or isolates you from loved ones. Inconsistent stories. When someone's explanations don't add up, when you notice contradictions in their words and actions. Fear-based manipulation. If someone convinces you that an outside force is threatening you, urging secrecy, or making you feel dependent on them for safety. Sudden changes in behavior. Withdrawal from family and friends, mood swings, or unexplained distress could be indicators of deeper issues. A family's life, once full of promise, was torn apart in a night of unimaginable horror. From the complex web of deceit to the shocking final chase that ended in more loss, this case reminds us of the depth of human darkness and the consequences of unchecked emotions, secrets, and manipulation. We have explored the backgrounds, the crime scene, the hidden relationships, and the sinister plot that led to this heartbreaking tragedy. We have seen how a tangled past of lies and obsession turned deadly. But after all these details, the question remains, what can we learn from this? This isn't just a story, it's a warning. The signs were there, the patterns were visible, the deception, the control, the fear, it all escalated until there was no turning back. In every tragic case, hindsight shows us missed opportunities, moments where intervention might have changed the outcome. Could this have been prevented? Could someone have spoken up? Could someone have noticed? The next tragedy may already be unfolding, hidden behind closed doors, beneath forced smiles, between unread messages. How many more stories like this must be told before we start paying attention? If something feels wrong, don't ignore it. If you sense danger, don't stay silent. If you or someone you know is in a situation that echoes the warning signs in this case, seek help. There is always a way out before it's too late. Join the conversation. Have you ever encountered warning signs in a relationship, a friendship, or even within your own community? What do you think could have been done differently? Let us know in the comments below. Share this video. Awareness saves lives. Subscribe for more in-depth documentaries that uncover the stories behind the headlines.